You know, as the last Bond film I'm going to review for the time being, because my MGM Plus is going to be running out and I'm not renewing it, I ended with the first Bond film I actually ever saw in theaters, which was Tomorrow Never Dies. And it's really a fun Bond film. Of course, it's the first one of the Pierce Brosnan era that I watched and reviewed. And it kind of combines the more serious tones of Sean Connery with some of the goofier elements of Roger Moore. But it's played more serious the whole time, even with a little bit of the goofiness. Um, that being said, I'm not a big fan of how they basically knew who the bad guy was right at the beginning of the film. I kind of like some level of mystery in trying to find out, but Carver Media Group, led by Carver himself, was the villain, and you could tell he was the villain from the very beginning because he was an evil billionaire owner of news articles who basically, when you look at Bezos today, he was basically a combination of Bezos and Bill Gates. Um, and his plot was to basically make England and China go to war with each other, and he was preparing all the articles and everything just so that way it was ready to go. I thought overall it was a fun film. Pierce Brosnan, of course, having that suave charm level that I don't know if any of the other Bonds really captured. Um, and the action scenes were a lot of fun, like when they're on the motorcycle, him and Wei Lin or Lin Wei Lin, and they are driving through the streets of China being chased, and it was a lot of fun. Um, of course, the villain had a boat. His base was a boat that was immune to radar and very hard to see at night. Um, and yeah, it was a pretty fun, quick film, and it's the last of the Bond films I'm going to review for the time being. If they are on other streaming services besides MGM Plus, I might watch and review more. But for the time being, I'm hopping away from Bond films. The next thing I'm working on is actually the animated series Pluto, which is a little bit of Astro Boy feel to it, but it's sort of like a darker mystery. And I just finished the first episode, and I thought it was incredible. But to get back to Tomorrow Never Dies, it is a very fun Bond film that's going to make you go, huh, maybe there's a little something to how the news media works. But yeah, I definitely say if you haven't seen it, it is a good Bond film to check out.